All right, welcome to Module 4. We're going to go over the Edit page. So the Edit page, you can click on all your pages down at the bottom center here, or you can go Workspace, Switch to Page, or the shortcut is Shift-4 for the Edit page. So let's just take a look around on here. The Edit page has a Media Pool button, which takes you to your project's media pool. So as you can see, you no longer have the hard drives and stuff like that you would have under the media page. This also has an effects tab, which gives you different types of transitions, titles, generators, effects, filters, all that kind of stuff. You have an index, which if you have an EDL or cuts on your timeline, they'll show up here. You also have access to your tracks. So we'll go over more tools on how to use this section here. It's very handy. And then you have a markers, which also, this is a great tool to take notes on markers, make chapters, all that kind of stuff. And then you also have access to your sound library. So how this one works is you type in the name of the sound you're looking for and it kind of indexes it for you, and you can preview it in here. Now this is your preview monitor up here, or your timeline. So let's go ahead and add something from the ACAM here down onto our timeline. So as you can see, in linear real time, the window shows you whatever's on your timeline from left to right. Now, this window also has this drop down here on the upper right, which is basically your source and your timeline viewer, or they call it single or dual viewer when you hover over it. So if you're browsing through your media, let's say we're going to grab this one and we just want to preview it. We want to make some in and outs to cut off part of the media, but we don't want to mess with our timeline. So as you can see, this little red indicator shows you which one you're on. So the shortcut to go between the two is Q. So whatever you're on red here, I'm over here. We can move around. We can preview it. We can play. Hit Q to go back to your timeline. And now you can see by this little cut indicator, we're at the end of this clip here on our timeline. And if we wanted to edit that in, we could go function F9, and that would add this clip of this couple right to the end of our timeline. You could also drag and drop, and you get these different styles of edits here, which I'll show you later. Those are also accessible here. And then we have a bunch more tools down here. Editing styles, shortcut tools, magnetic snapping, link clip, lock the timelines, make your markers, zooming presets. And then over here to the right, we have a mixer. So if we have audio, like we do on this clip over here, which I will turn down the level of this because it's pretty loud. But if you have audio, it will show up under your mixer here. If you play back, and it comes on here. Now we have access to our mixer. The mixer also has, you can look at just meters or the mixer. So a lot to go over here later on. We have a volume control over here and a dim switch. So if you needed to quiet your audio down. We also have an inspector here, which has going to be a whole separate video. Lots to go on over here, showing you attributes of your clip, your video, your audio, if you have an effect running, attributes on your file, sorting. This also has a expand and shrink, just like the media pool. Access to the metadata, and we also have a quick export which would give you a preset to just make a quick fast export of something if you needed to. So that is essentially the edit page overview, and then we'll get into the tools and the edit tools, zooming functions, all that kind of stuff, as well as stacked timelines and your view options over here on one of the next modules. See you there.